Welcome back, everyone, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac modded series. Today is going to be an Andromeda run for win number 2 in episode number 231. I know it's supposed to be a playable Hush Day, but there's no unlocks with this character, and I kind of want to get the items like Solar Flare and other things unlocked, and that comes from playing as Andromeda, Bertrand, or Job. So I want to focus primarily on these three characters and their tainted counterparts, but I'm excited for today. For today's question of the day, put your answer in the comments down below if you feel like it is going to be, what was the worst phase you went through when you were a kid, or a phase that you're still going through right now? Seed, by the way, is going to be EKNS4H32. I'm excited, I am. Now, I installed some more mods last night. I think the biggest one being the steal from shops mod. So essentially what I'll show you what it does this floor. I'll demonstrate the steal from shop mods right fucking now. But I think a lot of us can recognize that like phases we went through back in high school or middle school were pretty goddamn bad. Mine were really bad. And I kind of wanted to talk about the because you guys liked my Rick Astley cringe video, so I want to talk with you guys more about those cringe phases that I had in my my youth, my young days. And one of those, I think, was the obvious token "you are a bastard," the obvious token emo phase that I think everybody has like at least 1 month of in their life. And mine lasted for more than a month, I'll say that much, and it was all to impress a girl. That sounds really dumb, but this started out in 7th grade. I'm gonna give you guys the full BD1P tragic backstory here. So it was middle school, 7th grade, and there was this girl in my class. I don't really want to say her name because she might actually watch this. I'm not sure if she still follows the YouTube page or not, but we're gonna call her. We'll call her A, and I didn't know like anything about A, and I kind of looked like an emo kid already. I had a huge ass bowl cut, but that was like pretty much it. I didn't really give off the emo vibes, you could say. But there was one day in my robotics class where A complimented my haircut because it was like a really emo cut. It was like a Vic Fuentes, Kellen Quinn type of haircut, which is, if you don't know, it's like a bowl cut with a bit of a swoop to it. It's like a Beatles meets My Chemical Romance kind of look, right? And I was a really skinny, dorky white kid, which is like the primary like emo look back in the early 20-teens. So I think August, she saw that. Oh, I said her name. Shit. Well, her name's August. I think she saw that in me, and I was like, man, she's kind of cute. I'm gonna go into an emo phase to simply just try to impress her. So I went on Google and I looked up emo bands, and the first band that I found was called Black Veil Brides, and I tried, and I was a kid who had only pretty much heard country, and that was it. I was a pretty sheltered kid musically, and I heard my first Black Veil Brides song called Knives and Pens, and it scared me. I was terrified of that. I was like, this is the devil's fucking music. I'm gonna go to hell for this. But I toughed it out, and I listened to it for a while. And I started to, enjoy their work. I really liked In the End. I liked Andy Black's solo stuff in the coming years. And I was getting into it there. And the problem with that is, once you start getting into this phase, there really is almost no way out. Oh, Golden Panty. Ah, I'm a fan. And a Tinted Stony, huh? There we go. Now, I'm going to demonstrate if is it a good item? Auction Gavel. Spawns an item from the room's pool for sale. 5 times a second. What does that mean? So its price will change 5 times in a second. It doesn't sound very good, but like, if we have a lot of money, you want to spawn it and just like pause the game and I'll steal it. That's what the mod does for us, by the way. You can take an item for free, but a version of greed spawns, and if you die, or no, if you get hit, I think it makes every future item not worth, or it makes like every future item not for sale in the future of the run, which is a pretty big trade-off. But if we just play our cards correctly here and kind of read the movements of this character, oh my god, that's a lot of stuff to deal with. with his Monstro's Lung Shot and these greed coins. But if we're very careful, if we're very, very careful here, oh, he spawns greed gapers as well. Interesting. We can probably manage to kill him. And if you bomb him, you get money back as well. But I don't really want to waste my only 3 bombs. There we go. So we got a free item for fighting a mini boss there. And I think he might get stronger as the run goes on as well. Either way, it was good. And this item is going to be a little bit interesting, I think. But after the Black Veil Brides, what I ended up doing was... what did I do? I had to get her attention in some way, right? So... I think for like a partner, we ended up like being table partners in a project, and to look all cool and epic, I put on Black Veil Brides on my iPod, and kind of like all cool guys do. I put the ooh, I like that. Hey, let me out of here, please. Thank you. And I put the, the cord up my, because you can't have headphones on in class in middle school. It's kind of like one of the 10 commandments of being a kid, no music in class. But I put the cord up my sleeve, put it in my ear, and I was like, yeah, I'm listening to Black Veil Brides. I want pussy. And she was, oh, that's pretty, I like that band. That's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty cool. And then from there on out, we just kind of started talking. And one of her friends, who I can say her name because she's a good friend of mine still. They both are, I guess. But her name was Ellie. And Ellie had the idea of kind of going to the library after school, all 3 of us, and hanging out. Just having fun at the library. It's what you do when you're a kid. You walk somewhere after school, you get ice cream, you hang out somewhere. It's how middle school friendships go. So we did. And I was like, oh, shit. I got to, like, study up for this, right? So I started listening to more emo music, most notably... still one of my favorite bands, Pierce the Veil. Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, Black Veil Brides, Escape the Fate, Falling in Reverse, Motionless in White, Asking Alexandria, like Breaking Benjamin, all of that stuff. And I actually started to like really enjoy the music. I didn't like a lot of the more screamo based stuff as much, but I really enjoyed just how, like, I guess emotional a lot of it sounded. So wait, can we steal items with gravity shift? Like, if we use the gravity shift, we can maybe steal gravity shifted. That'd be kind of a nice little touch if we could. Not you. I turned you off for a goddamn reason, dude. Oh, he's dead. Okay, he's dead. Thank God. That was terrifying. But I was kind of getting more into the emo genre, and it was less for her and more for myself now, because I was actually really, really enjoying it. And this being my first relationship ever, well, we started dating, and then we were together for like 6 months, I think, which is actually a really long time for a middle school relationship. And we got back together once in 8th grade, which was a whole thing, but it doesn't really matter. Again, we were fucking children. And we weren't fucking children. We were children. I should probably clarify that for the Clips channel in Discord. But after that, like, I kept going with the genre. So I was like, man, these singers are like, they got tattoos and piercings. Oh, Bobby, they're pretty damn cool. Like, I like these guys. Oh no, Lord, so help me. And so I kind of kept getting more into the music and falling deeper and deeper into this trap of really actually enjoying emo music a lot. And who would have thought that being into a girl when I was 12 would have shaped me this much? Because I to be honest with you, I still have semblances of that phase in my day-to-day life. I mean, dude, look at me now. Like, look at my haircut. It's the classic long hair. I got tattoos. I kind of want to get piercings. I'm not so sure about that, though, because it is a bit of upkeep, and I also don't think I want to deal with the infection aspect of all that kind of stuff. But even my favorite band now, which is Car Seat Headrest, still had, like, they're a decently emo band. I mean, if not for August, I don't think I would have been the person I am today, which sounds really odd because, again, it was a 7th grade relationship. That sounds really good. I'm not going to gravity shift you. So what does it look like? Oh. Okay. Do these hurt me? I don't think they do. I think I might have just gotten a really good item early on. Okay, that's, you know what? You know what? I'm for that. I'm very for that. But I ended up meeting, well, okay. I did say it was my second relationship ever. I should tell the story of my first relationship ever. So, go back to like, God, it had to be like '09 maybe? No, I was 10. It was 5th grade. It was, ooh, these are all not that great, which is I can take them for bookworm and keep my gavel and hammer. It was 5th grade, and there was this girl named Emily in my class, and pretty much everyone in the grade had a huge crush on Emily because, like, you're 10 years old, you just like, it's pretty much any girl you see at that point. And, dude, this SAWBLADE thing is going to destroy everything, I feel like. This is actually insane. Where's my shop? There's my shop. We have 21 cents, the funny number, as well as the hammer. And we can steal items from that same shop. So, what you got for me? Ooh. Well, we can do that. And we can steal it. You know what, dude? We might have just found a little bit of a loophole here. We might have found quite the loophole here. Okay. We're going to be using the SAWBLADEs and the shop stealing mechanic to our advantage with Andromeda. It is a little bit broken, but I really enjoy that part of it, to be real with you. I really do. Careful, Sergeant. Careful. I don't want to take or lose my purple heart right now. That's going to be really nice for the future floors if we can keep that for a while. And we did it. And I think if we bomb you, when the SAWBLADEs die here, when we bomb you, I think you have the chance to drop us a lot of money. 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe I'm just making things up. It's 1 cent each time, not a huge deal. But there was this girl named Emily. And me and all of my friends, Parker, Lyndon, Gabe, like literally all of my 5th grade squadron, had a huge crush for Emily. So I was the first one who was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask her out. Like, and you guys are I'm gonna beat all of you guys with a fucking punch here. And so I did just that, and I asked her out by giving her a piece of paper that said, "Hey, go out with me." And she actually said yes. And then 2 hours later, she broke up with me. But she did say yes at the first time. All right, so that's what counts. I was dating her for 2 hours in 5th grade, and I take great pride in that. I take a good amount of pride in that, actually. As dumb as that sounds, it was very funny. And looking back at like how jealous one of my friends got at me for asking her out before he did, I mean, it made for some good 5th grade like drama. But yeah, so that was my first ever relationship. Was a 5th grade 2 hour. It lasted for like 2 class periods. It was like science and reading. Then we were done. It was a fleeting moment, and I was sad when I was devastated when we ended. I told all of my friends that I ended it with her. I was like, you know what? I don't want to admit that I got broken up with. I ended this ship, which was not true. I lied to all of you. I'm sorry for all of my real life friends who watch this series. I lied to all of you there, and I do apologize. But it's, as a kid, man, like the biggest thing you fear is being embarrassing, or embarrassing yourself. So when I got broken up with, I was like, man, I am never going to recover. This is the end of my life. It's over for me, guys. Where the hell is that super? Is it over here? Is the super all? I want hearts for my devil deal this floor. If the game can provide that. I have no idea. I'm just going to leave this floor. Honestly, I don't care anymore. I truly don't. All right. It's SAWBLADE time. Now, if we just go like this, I'm going to be actually a little bit more careful against the gurglings, I think. But the SAWBLADEs being piercing is like... It does so much for this one single character. I mean, look at this. When one SAWBLADE hits, the gurgling falls. It's just genius. And that's half a soul heart? Yeah. I'm not going to go in. I want to see what the Angel Deal Mallet can do for us on this run. Please give me a planetarium. That's all I ask for. Just give me a frickin' planetarium. We have Navi for crawl spaces. And there is, no, it's just a secret room. Okay. That's still pretty good to see, and no. Not waste any bombs going for it, I guess. Of course, walk out of the room. Walk back in, get your tears refreshed there. Beautiful. But, you know, it's weird because I think there's a lot of an emphasis when you are a younger kid. Let's try this, actually. Now, if we get to a... so we can't... No, wait. How did we steal that? Or how did we buy that? We didn't have enough money, I thought. I don't even... What does that item even do? I was just trying to experiment. Hold on. Inventory. What do you do? Every third shop item on the current floor will cost 1 penny. Buying 2 items with hearts in one room. Buying 2 items with hearts in one room makes all other items free. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna figure it out though, but I have no idea what that actually means. We'll see what it does for us on this run. Please God, I hate the willows so much. Thank you. On corrosive bombs, I can open this and get 1 bomb back, I believe. Yeah, look at that. We're playing with our brain right now. We're getting a lot better at this game, I feel like. We were kind of in a slump for a bit, losing every other run, but... No, absolutely not. I don't really want this either. It's not worth my goddamn time. It isn't. But I'm going to make this promise to you guys right now. I'm not going to lose any runs for at least, like, 25 wins, all right? We're going to be going for a minimum 25 modded streak. Now, Bertrand might end that again and again, but it comes with practice. It just comes with the practice. It's getting better. The SAWBLADE sound is kind of getting on my nerves just a little bit. It's kind of loud for me. Not so much for you guys, but it is getting on my nerves a tiny bit. I'm sure it'll be okay in the future, though. Once I get more accustomed to it. Stand back, please, sir. Do you want to go find your item room first, I guess? I don't really want to go fight the boss right now. I don't think we're strong enough to do a lot. I mean, we do have good tier effects, but they could always be a little bit better. Good willow kills there. Ooh. Maybe we do want this. We have really no other option right now. I want to keep the mallet. I think it's going to be for the best for us. Plus, that is a planetarium chance increase, and we'll hopefully finally get one on the next floor. Let's go fight our boss and just see what happens. I'm nervous. Please. Oh, I should have gotten 1 more room for a charge with my goddamn mallet. That sucks. That really sucks. I mean, we wouldn't have enough money to afford an item anyways, but I think the shop stealing mod might allow us to take these items for free, which, if that's the case, I'll use that bug for this run only and then never again. Because that's kind of a very cheap way to get items, I feel like. Oh my god, back up, please. This is the Curse of Andromeda, though. The early game, trying to get and hit enemies and bosses is kind of difficult. But I think we're making some good time right now. We are on 15 minutes, floor 3. We're making some decent time. Hills. I'll do it. Good. Nothing. Fake pain for a penny, so good. And we gained, I think, some mini Isaacs. I don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah, why don't we just... Well, I'm going to bomb into my cursed room first. I'm going to put a bomb down in there. There's a lot of an emphasis, I think, when you're a younger kid to be... That respawned, weird. To be in a relation... All right. To be in a relationship as a kid. And I really don't know why that is. Like, I can't put myself in the mind of, like, a 12-year-old, right? Because I am no longer 12 years old. But if I try to, like, think back to my mindset, is Phantom Pain causing that? Or my razor blades? What the fuck is happening right now? I think it's Phantom Pain. I think the Phantom Menace there is causing that pain, but oh well. And because our HP is where it should be. It must be the actual... Is that Inner Child? Oh no, it's Malty Baby. And trying to put myself back in that mindset of being that age, I really can't think of, like, where that emphasis came from. Because to me, I could have put that in a way better spot, I think. To me, the ultimate way to be cool when you're a kid is to have a girlfriend. That's like, oh my god, no, please. That was, and I think is for a lot of kids still, like the path to feeling cool. Jesus Christ, dude. As a youngin'. And you know what? If that's how you feel, more power to you. But just know that it really does not matter. And I think not being in a relationship when you're that young, generally is better for you and your psyche. Because the kids who were like super invested and always having to have like a relationship when they're like 10 years old or some shit like that, the kids who were obsessive over that ended up growing up to be like really paranoid about that kind of stuff when it came to high school as well. And that's not a good look, man. Like being in high school and already being like scared to be lonely that's a really hard thing. I didn't really have that, but it's a hard thing, I'm sure. Just to imagine like someone who is not even done with pre-calc, like worried about their relationship status for the future. I couldn't imagine. And I feel bad for those kids who were. So now I understand my parents' kind of view on why getting a middle school girlfriend was not a good idea. I understand their viewpoint. They weren't like against it. Like they didn't really say like, oh, you shouldn't date when you're this young. They kind of just let me do it and let me learn on my own. But there was some pushback, I think, for a while. Yeah, get out of here. That's not bad. Oh, dead teleporters. Weird. That's an odd thing to see, isn't it? We're going to put a bomb down here. These sacks are going to be super helpful, I think. There wasn't like any pushback from mom and dad about that, but there definitely was like this, well, you probably shouldn't do that, but okay, like air about it. And I really can't blame them. I mean, that's young. Like that's a really young age to start thinking about that kind of stuff. And although you do think about like attraction when you are really, really young, I think like trying to get into that whole game of it when you are 12 is just, it's weird. And when I see kids who are like 12 years old dating like their classmates, I'm kind of just like, I know they're kids, I'm like, you look dumb as hell. You look stupid. Like you realize nothing's gonna last forever. Even high school relationships very rarely will last a long time. I don't want to break any of your guys' sweet little hearts down in the comments below, but I only know one couple from my school that stayed together past high school. And it's one of my good friends, and they are going strong for almost like 3 or 4 years now. But I only know one couple from my school that has stayed together for that long. Oh, these are like weird-ass worms. What the hell? And they're a great couple. It's one of my best friends, and I think that they're good together. They're good together. But no, I mean, even like, I guess when you're in high school though, like you think to yourself, this will last forever. Like me and my sweetums are gonna be together until the fucking sun dies. It's really not gonna happen. And you may think you're an exception to that rule. I promise you, you are not an exception to that rule. I can give you that assurance right there. It may seem like the most important thing to you right now, but it will. The second you graduate, your life changes, and usually for the better, obviously. But the second you leave, like, high school, I mean, every single thing from that time period becomes so... That was a really dumb hit. I can't grab that. It becomes so unimportant to I think, everybody who was there. Like, you think to yourself, I'm going to remember all of my classmates' names till I die. I cannot recall over like half of the faces or names in my school, and I have no really care for what they're doing right now because we're all on our separate paths. Even the teachers, like I'm finding myself losing my memory of like my high school teachers and like faculty, which are people you think you wouldn't forget because they do play a very important role in your upbringing. But I find myself day in, day out losing their names in my mind because I'm like, oh, what was our like science teacher's name in our freshman year? And to be honest, she was a great teacher. Was it Mrs. Straw? That sounds right, but I can't be sure. Like we played Mario Kart with that teacher. in our homeroom, and I can't think of her name, and I think it was Mrs. Straw, and I feel like an asshole. But like, you lose this information. Oh, fuck me, dude. We might be here for a minute. Oh god, I bombed myself almost. That was a great gravity shift, mind you. That was really good. These patterns are not super tough. Good. That was huge. Please. Oh, we got him. Do it again. Do it again. There we go. That is a lot of heavy damage for us. Oop, that was dumb. Oh, I should have gravity shifted right there. I should have fucking shifted, dude. All right. We're going to walk in here. The soul's great. So can I just take it for free? Go down. Go down. So because the price alternates, I think that when it does occasionally go back down, you can take it. Luckily for us, Sage is not like a really great item, I don't think, so I'm fine not doing that. And then I think I will. I think I will bomb this because it's not going to be the Red Angel, and it wasn't, hopefully. And I think I have faith in our SAWBLADEs to destroy this angel statue. I have good faith in that. Now, I wish corrosive bombs had like creep with them, which would have done a lot of damage to Stain and probably saved us half a heart in that fight. But you know what? We made it out of there decently fine. Okay, good. Not the diagonals. So I'm pretty proud of that one. But there is this kind of thing, and I think almost every kid's mind, that like the state you're in right now is going to be the most important state of your life. Like, you and your high school clique are going to be together forever, which it's sad to say, but it's not true. I mean, a lot of my best and closest friends from high school, I don't talk to anymore because we're all on different paths and we're all super busy. I would say probably my best friend through middle school and high school, I talk to him like maybe once every 2 months and like an occasional like, oh, how are you doing? And that's pretty much it. Which, yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, it's his fault. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but you grow up. You grow up and you change a little bit. Can I please get a planetarium, by the way? I would kill somebody for one right now. But, you know, you do grow up and out of that, which it's a sad truth. Like, no one's going to last forever, not even you and your friendships. I mean, things, they just change. And it is kind of like a somber thing to talk about on the streak, but I think it's important because I give a lot of like weird, I wouldn't say advice, but just like talking points for growing up, I think. And one of the things I wish I would have known more in high school is that it's temporary. Everything there is temporary. Because the second you graduate and start pursuing adulthood and your own interests, like, you are going to change more than you did in the last 4 years. I think for me personally, like graduating high school, I changed in that like 1 3-month period than I did in the entire 4 years of being there, because I finally had like a bit more freedom. And oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Why are you in this closet room? Dude, I'm going to lose my gourd. Thank God for Virgo and the soul for helping us out for some extra damage there. But holy shit. I mean, it just comes with the territory of growing up. People change when they realize that they pretty much have the freedom to explore whatever part of life they want. I mean, I took a big risk. Like, when I graduated, I went to 1.5 semesters of college, dropped out, moved away, started streaming and doing YouTube, started like getting into video editing and podcasting, and I took a big risk. And you know what? If even if it would have failed, I would have had much more fun doing this as a temporary, like, 1-month failure thing than I think I would have, like, going for another year of higher education. Because I now finally had the freedom to do what I wanted to do, and this was it. And you know what? It was fantastic. It was amazing. And although, you know, I don't talk to a lot of my old friends anymore, and those friendships have kind of fizzled out, they still did a lot of... I'm going to gravity shift. They still did a lot of important things, I think, I'm going to steal this. It could be really good. Actually, it's not that bad. It might have been one of the better items we could have gotten for a character like this. So I'm actually happy we got that. And still no damage against our shop greed here, which is very, 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 very nice. We are actually kind of shredding now. Our run. Do corrosive bombs kill you instantly? Our run has gotten so much better in the past couple of floors here. Even just having the mind halitosis and now, I guess Gemini is kind of okay for dealing melee and close range damage as well. We're doing pretty good here. Hold on. Oh, I wanted that Fool's Gold Rock so bad. Good spacing either way, though. But, again, I guess TLDR there. People grow up, and I think everyone kind of at the same... You shot fast. Same time realizes that, hey, you know, we don't always gotta be friends. Like, we can all still... Oh, what the hell does that mean? I gotta look at that in a second here. Give me a minute. A lot of us grow up, and we don't always gotta be friends for the entirety of our life. Sometimes just having those temporary, you know, 1 to 4 year friendships can do a lot more than a permanent, like, lifelong friend. I think there's this line I like from a podcast that I watch. Hold on. What the hell is Black Doll? Upon entering a new room, enemies will be split into pairs, dealing damage towards one enemy, and each pair will deal 60% of that damage. Oh, God, that might be a little bit scary to use. I watched this podcast by, excuse me, by the way, 1 second. YouTubers called Super Mega. And there was this line that one of the hosts said in a very, like, deep conversation, because they don't normally do, like, deep dodges. It's just, like, jokes and gaffes usually. But he said, the people that you know the longest are not always ones who are going to have the biggest impact. And that kind of, like, hit me. I was like, damn. Like, he's right. I mean, there are people I've known in my life for maybe, like, a month. What are you? Ooh. I mean, you gave me a shit rune, so die. That's my thought process there. And it kind of opened my eyes to think, that was rough. Like, man, like, he's right. I mean, I've known, like, think of my girlfriend, Desi, one of the most influential people in my life. I've known her for a year and a half now. Versus somebody that I've known my entire life. Think of, like, Merm, who we're still great friends today. I think that Merm may have had an overall longer lasting or bigger impact, but it feels like Desi has because I just know her more intimately. And I think that's kind of what they're getting at there, is that you could know somebody for years and years and not really truly know them, whereas you could have a deep conversation with a stranger at a fucking park and, like, just have the most intimate conversation of your entire life, if that makes sense. It's a really interesting phenomenon there. I guess a better example is think of think of Script JCR, one of my favorite collabs on YouTube. He's a professional esports commentator and a really good friend of mine. I've known him for not even half a year, and his effect on my humor and content has honestly far surpassed, like, the effect that maybe a high school acquaintance that I knew for, like, 10 years that I wasn't super close to did. I may have known them longer, but Script in his short time knowing me has done a lot more to influence me. And that's a really... Oh, look for your planetarium, though. It's a really important lesson to know, I think. It's just based off of you can't base somebody's influence off of how long they've known you for, which is why you shouldn't base or give much strife to trying to maintain your old friendships when it may just be time for everybody else to move on. And that's pretty much it. And I think a lot of people, myself included, needed to hear that a lot sooner than they did. It took me a year after graduating to kind of realize that. After hanging on to old friendships for super long, I was like, you know what? I don't need to hang on to this because I've done fine without knowing them for super long, and I can do it again. As kind of bad as that may sound, I think that it's healthier to let go of those old... Damn, no cracked keys, huh? Those old friendships. I think it's very important. But you may think differently. That's all right. You don't gotta think the same as me. We're all different people for a reason. But it's worth considering that maybe you don't need to prioritize your really What can you give me here? There we go. And then can I use this Virgo to open you up? I can. Okay. Ooh, power pill's nice. We can leave the room for free now. I couldn't see what that was, but we're out of there. All right, sure, that's fine. And you may think differently, by the way, and you may put a lot of care into those friendships, and that's fine. We're all different people for a good reason, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But I think it's important that you acknowledge the fact that you don't need to keep these. No planetarium with an 85? You're joshing me, dog. You don't need to like hold on to that for forever and ever. I'm gonna go back in here because we didn't get a lot of this stuff. And we also can still... Do you affect Soul Heart deals? Nah, you don't. I don't think you do. We'll take Petrified Poop and move on here. I think you just acknowledge the fact that, you know, you may not need to hold on forever and ever and ever. And I think when you do kind of realize that, you're going to find a lot more zen with your personal relationships. I know for a fact I did. I think... It kind of boils down to almost the idea of quality over quantity when it comes to friends, or as the Joker would put it, the less of them they have. How does he say it? There's no like Joker voice for the new Batman. The less of them you have, the more they're worth. What am I? And then Riddler goes, "A friend." I think that it's a very true thing in this statement as well, where you may not have all of those friends, but the ones who did stick around are going to end up meaning a lot more, I think. Ooh. We have not had one of these in a very long time. And it's not very good either. All right. The hammer has not done a lot for us. I'll tell you that much. The hammer has really not done a ton. I could be popping it more in, like, secret rooms, but I kind of like saving my money because we're going to need a lot of money for it. For, like... angel deals and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm using the item wrong for sure. We can fix that here shortly. I'll pop it in this floor's secret room. How does that sound to you guys? Oh, asshole. Get in there. You know what? Get in there. And I'm guessing you might actually... Oh, you can't be there. I'm a fool and a damn idiot. I don't know. I wasn't like a really popular kid when I was in high school. I wasn't like a loner either. I was just kind of like the most average kid you could think of. I mean, I had my... Oh, there we go. Finally, at 100% chance. I had my friend group. I had a couple of, you know, people outside of that were friends with me. I had friends who didn't really fit into my core group, but I was still close with them. But I wasn't like... I don't know. I guess I might have been like a little bit popular. It's kind of an arbitrary thing to think about, to be honest with you. Ooh. Well, we're taking this. I think we're taking all of these. This is, like, really good. We can't obviously shift in here again. Now we could use... Oh, this is going to be a fantastic run. We could use the mallet if we get more money in there. Which, actually, I think we should do. That, I think, would be a really good plan. I kind of first want to see... Oh, right. It'll all cost 1 cent this floor. So maybe the item in there will also cost me $1 singular dollar. Let's find out. Oh, it didn't. Fuck. It was the worst one, though, so I'm not that taken aback by it. We need to go and get... Oh, that's going to be insane. If I just tap, what happens? That's still pretty good. We're going to need to get a lot of money. Then we can go back in there and maybe get, like, another insanely good item. I'm just going to corner both of you. And I think... what was I saying? Okay, I wasn't, like, popular. But I had a lot of friends, and I had a bunch of different friend groups that I was a part of. And I think because I wasn't, like... Oh, that was dumb. A super weird kid. Not to be, like, rude to anybody. But, like, I wasn't, like, a super weird kid, so... People didn't have an issue, like, just talking to me, just to, like, make conversation when we were in, like, you know, classes or groups or shit like that, which made a lot of, like, partial connections. Oh, that's huge. That I think were important to have. I mean, there are people that, like, I didn't think I would like that much that I ended up becoming decently close to in high school. Like, people that I was like, I would not mesh with that person at all, that I ended up becoming, I would say, like, a close friend of, which, it's weird. People are a lot more, I think, similar-minded than you think I think we're so like dedicated these days to trying to find flaws with the person that when you find a person who is not necessarily how about no to both of those? How about 0? When you find a person who actually does mesh with you a lot, but you have a predisposed notion of not liking them, you're gonna just never interact with them. I kind of... It's sad to think about how many people I actually could have been close to that I just didn't give the time of day to become friends with in school that I definitely should have. And I think I would have been, again, a different person entirely. And whether it be for better or for worse, I guess, there's no point in waiting in the past. I guess we'll never know. But it's a very interesting thing for me to think about personally, I think. I could have definitely, I think with me, like I think with me personally, because I was a part of a lot of friend groups, but nothing like in particular stuck for a while, I could have pretty much gone any way. I could have been with the more gamer crowd, or I could have ended up in like the more of the jock crowd. And either one, I think I would have fit into fine. Now, which one would I have liked to be a part of more? I liked where I was. It wasn't like I guess I was part of the nerdier group, but it wasn't like I was because there wasn't like a nerd clique in my school. It was kind of just like everybody was everybody. I mean, there wasn't like anything saying you can't be part of this group or that group. It was just like-minded people found each other. And I guess my group was kind of on the more nerdier side. We weren't like the hyper nerds that nobody wanted to talk to. A lot of us, because of my friends being in band and me being in a couple of sports, a lot of us ended up having quite the extensive like social repertoire for being, we broke out of that room, for kind of being slightly outcasted, I think, by our own volition, obviously. And as the years went on in high school too, I wasn't, oh my god, hell, I almost killed myself there. I wasn't a part of band or choir or anything like that, but a lot of my friends were. So when like choir, when we'd have choir happen every year, like the practice starting, they would all leave lunch to go practice choir, and it would leave me and my one other friend, Nathan, alone at the lunch table. And me and Nathan weren't like super close. We were friends. We weren't like, friends like me and Merm were. So I ended up getting to know Nathan like really, really well. And it was interesting. Oh, that was a gigabomb, right? It was interesting because Nathan was somebody I thought I wouldn't really get along with super, super well on a one-to-one basis. But it ended up being that we were actually pretty similar. I can use my tears, right? They actually were pretty similar people. And if not for choir happening, I wouldn't have known that. And I think a lot of us and a lot of people just should take that risk and get to know random people more. Because you may not like them for a random thing they did when they were like 12 years old, which if that was the case, I mean, people change them when they're 12 to like, should we go back? We should go back for Planetarium. We should go back for it. We have the minimum amount of money needed, I think. Come on, both at once. There we go. Oh, no. Okay, it resets. Good. I froze the game with the encyclopedia. Let's go around. Oh, okay, that's why you don't go around. Wait. We froze the entire room? Oh, we can just pop that and freeze the... that's kind of a cheap thing, but it works out in our favor quite well. Very, very well. Get a drink of water. If you were to take any lesson from this video today, I would say find somebody you don't think you would like and make conversation. I think you would be surprised. That was the wrong button. That was also the wrong button. Yeah, okay, that's huge. Now we have ice rock tears, and that was actually really good for us. Holy shit. Wasn't there a battery somewhere? I guess not. I thought I saw a battery in one of the... No, that was last floor, you fool. That was last floor. I think we might have a win under our belts with this character right now. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, go fight your boss. I mean, you're on depths 2 right now, right? Yeah. Wait. There we go. We can stop everything by just hitting that button in an uncleared room. Or a fully cleared room. That's incredible. All right. It's Eternal? She's Eternal. What did I expect? I mean, we are shredding, though. We are shredding. We have poison. We have ice. We have rock. And we have almost all of the fucking avatar elements here. Water, earth. We need fire, and we need air. How would we get either of those? Breath of life for air, I guess. And fire mine for fire? Can we acquire all of the avatar elements here? That's my question. We're going to go... HP is kind of scary, so we're going to go Polaroid here. HP is a little bit terrifying. Well, I'll be... If we take Goat Head, we're stuck with... I don't think we take either of them. That may sound like a huge cop-out, but... If we take this, we're stuck getting only Devil, and we're going to be down 3 hearts and can't afford a deal next floor. And we only have the chest and 1 more boss pedestal to double with Damocles guaranteed. I think neither is worth it. Honest to God, I don't think any of those are worth it for us, so I'm just going to move on down and not waste any of my HP. Because I think we may have a win, a cautionary win, under our belt. I'm going to go down. Yo, we're going... We can walk through, by the way. Pretty much every room here, I think. Oh my god, we can spawn these on the womb? Did I know that? I think I might have already known that. I don't know, though. I think I may have already known that. Well... I wanted the gravity shift, not fool. Because that could become a bunch of normal items for us, I think. Ow. Can I still go back in here and gravity shift? I can. Why am I sliding? It becomes icy in here, I think. I'll take that. None of these are very good. I'm still sliding. What the heck? Why am I moving so weird? I'm like stuttering when I walk. I might have hit like a weird button that caused that. I honestly don't know. But we are definitely moving in a very weird pattern right now. I'm gonna just accept that that's the way the game goes and move on. I think it's not a huge deal. We're gonna be fine. We have a lot of HP. We have a good chance for an angel deal on this floor in particular, and also next floor too. I think we're in a good place. But if you were gonna take one lesson away, like I said earlier, find somebody you don't think you like very much. What is... Okay, it's a green thing. And make conversation. Just do it for my sake, all right? Do it for my sake. And tap firing is the best way to go with this Neptunus build. We're going to be pretty much tap firing the rest of the run. Oh my god, you are just getting melted. Holy shit, man. Pray for next floor angel deal. Pray for the next floor angel deal, please. A really high chance for it, so I hope it happens. We're just going to leave this room. We can walk through everything. We can also kill things, though, if we want to. If we want to. We're going to want some more money for our hammer, so I think clearing the easier rooms... That was a bomb rock. I think clearing the easier rooms is the way to go. No, I don't know my HP right now, so I should try to be... a little bit cautious at least, but I'm not known for being cautious this late into the game. I'm known for being overly cautious in the beginning parts of the game, but never this late into it. Now we are finding some pretty easy rooms to just kind of breeze through that we probably should be clearing, like that one. For fake hearts, okay, great. Not you. Oh, you got iced immediately. You fucking suck. Ooh. Tears up is always good. And once you find your boss room, you don't want to hold your fire button down going in. You want to get max Neptunus before walking in there, right? So you do one of these. You clear the easy rooms just like that. That money is going to be very good, trust me. Good. Okay. Let go of your fire button. And it's not eternal, thank the goddamn Lord. Use your gravity shift defensively here if you need to. I know you already have the soul, but like... Oh no, we are gonna... We shred. We shred. Just please no Eternal Isaac and we win this run. That's all I have to ask for. We are very slow though is the issue. Still rocking that 1 speed. You got an angel deal. That's too good to pass up. Yes, we got... Oh, that's so good as this character. That's so good as this character. Might be a Mega Satan run as well. I mean, look at this, dude. Don't die. Thank you. Look at this run. We can't break the fires open, sadly, but look at this. Brother. And you have Star, so you can just like... Oh, my God. The hammer has brought us justice, boys. The hammer has brought us justice. Let's go find our boss now. Because we can just walk into a room and everything dies. Not even an exaggeration. Break all the rocks you see while you're waiting for Star, looking for a crawl space that could be a black market. And hope you choose just the right directions. I'm gonna guess... Nah. It was a weird guess, but it could have paid out. It could have. We're gonna want some more money to deal with the hammer. Because if we can we could still find an R key on this run. It could happen. Oh, Tinted Rock also is huge. Crawl space underneath the Tinted Rock. What you got for me? What do you have for me? Purity? That better be a damage bonus. That's really what I want. Okay, Tears is also really good. We kind of are already at, like, above max, though. With, like, Star of Bethlehem existing. So, I don't know if it's the most, like, productive thing. We maybe get the quarter down here. Nah. I don't know if it's the most productive thing, but it sure is looking like it's going to be a laggy rest of the run either way. And I will... Why are you not taking any damage? What? None of my tears, like, actually hit the enemies, it looks like. I mean, we are lagging considerably. That might be one of the reasons why we're not doing any damage, but... I mean, we could just leave this room. We can leave the room, that's fine. I don't have to fight a million envies. I can just get my rainbow ice rocks and move on. You may just not be worth my time anymore. God, it is so slow. Is it all dead? I think it's all dead. Where's Star at, do you think? Is it close? It's probably not even close by. We may have even gone the wrong way for the boss fight. Well, no, it looks like a pretty good way to go. I'm going to clear this room as well just for time's sake and maybe some more money and keys. Oh, there's still hands. The door did not open by the room clear. It was your rocks that opened up that door. Do not be mistaken. You know what, dude? Sure. We're going to lose our purity bonus, but that's fine. The tears might honestly be... I don't really want the speed one. There you are. I mean, dude, 13 tears inside of that thing. That's plenty. That's plenty. Bye-bye. You are definitely bombable. Oh, God. I am too, apparently. I need more HP. I would feel safer with more HP. Well, that works too. Hey, look at that, HP. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? All right, I'm going to wait for Star because this could be Eternal Isaac and that could cost us the entire run. So I'm going to wait for it. I'm honestly going to wait for it. It may seem lame, but I do not want to lose on a run like this. And Eternal Isaac is pretty goddamn brutal, I will say. All right. Star, follow me in. Follow me in. Waiting. 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 All right, here we go. Oh, it's regular Isaac. We are so fine. We are actually insanely fine. Head on down. And you're dead. Crying Pebble. I mean, the more items we have unlocked, the better. This character is... At least Solar Flare last run was one of the craziest items I think I've ever had the pleasure of seeing. What the hell is this? Luck-based pickup drop on kill. Okay, Lead Pencil is going to be insane. Dark Bump's great, and you're great too. Let's go fight the Blue Baby, then Mega Satan. Maybe even, I would go for Delirium. Even if we lose, we had a killer run. We're only going for the unlocks right now anyways, and you are down. So we can go to Delirium and throw our run away if we do plan to. We could probably also gain a decent amount of HP before that point. Knowing all the rocks and tinted rocks and other HP giving items like red hearts, for example, now give us soul hearts. I think we'd have a good chance of that. I think we'd have a decent to good chance of that. Give me the bombs, please. Thank you. Are you this way, Blue Baby? The bigger room is usually the right call. And there's our secret room. Item. I said we needed speed, and there it is. And there it is. Goodbye. We killed you like 6 times in this run already, stealing shop items. So there you go. Thank you for Steam sale either way. And I don't know. Oh, wait, what the hell hit me? I'm actually confused now. What hit me? The room was over. Can my saw blades like actually deal damage to me? That's like the only thing I can think of. Get his ass. Get his ass. There we go. If I can get more money, I could pop my hammer down for an item in that secret room, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. God, the game is so laggy right now. HP was also nice to get there. There is a super secret right here that gives us lazy worm and bone meal. You know, if we go to Delirium, I might just take that. I might just take that. I say go fight your boss and see what happens. You don't even need that. It's just regular Blue Baby. You are so fine. He's he's slowed as well from our black tar shots too. Like, we have the ultimate SAWBLADE build right now. There really is no other way around it. Okay. We unlocked gravity shift as any character, which is pretty nice. So now you're gonna make your way back. You're gonna make your way back. Thank you. That money is very, very good. You're gonna go for a full clear for chests and money. You're gonna go fight Mega Satan. Get another item unlocked, maybe even 2 if you want to go risk it and go fight Mega Satan. Canine of Wrath. Ooh. That's like really good for the Mega Satan fight, I think. I wouldn't mind that. I kind of want to kill Gluttony last, if possible. Thank you. Because he gives us a lot of soul hearts. Oh, Lord. That is 4 drops, or just 2 drops, I think, but 4 hearts. Empress is also probably a little bit more consistent for DPS. I'm going to take that instead. But the Canine of Wrath also seems to be a decent thing to get. Bye-bye. Oh, I thought you shoot tears as well, you crazy oh my god. You crazy bastard. And there's our HP back right away. We're going to definitely beat Mega Satan with flying colors. We're not going to have our star in there, so be wary. You will not have Star of Bethlehem in that fight, which is, I think, should still be patched out. I think once you beat Blue Baby, the star should work its way back to the Mega Satan fight. That would be a bit of a better solution, I think. I like freeze my tears and just like keep walking. I hate the lag right now. It's actually getting it to be a little bit too much. And once you get at least like 2 more cents, I can go back and pop the hammer in the secret room for us. There's 1. All I want is 1 more dollar, and I'll go back for it. I need 1 frickin' cent, baby. 1 cent. Nah, not good enough for me. Not good enough for me. We have a whole floor to do over here. Jesus Christ. Not think it would be this big. Holy shit. Look how fast we kill eternal enemies, though, too. Like, every prism tier gets multiplied multiple times by going through prism multiple times. So we are dealing, like, exponentially more damage than we have. This guy's a bitch. Glad you're dead. Save that. That could be good. That could be very useful for you. I really just want the extra penny, though. Imagine rock bottom star with this kind of run, and there it is. So we can work our way back to our secret room next before Mega Satan and maybe get a crazy-ass item. Jesus. It's just too good. It's just simply too good. I don't know if we even have like a consistent shot at losing this run. We have to actively try to lose with Virgo, I think. Okay, that was it. You have one last pre-Mega Satan thing to do, and then it's potentially Delirium time after that fight. We have not gotten our Mega Satan portal in the past like 20 runs of fighting Mega Satan, so don't hedge your bets. Wow. Double Mega Satan, huh? That's crazy. Still a good item to have. We actually can use, because we bought that for what looked like 1 cent. So we can go back and do it again with this key. That is why I saved you, sir. That is why I saved you. And our completion mark thing is actually working now. We do have Mom's Heart Cathedral and Chest checked off there, which it wasn't working with Bertrand last time, so I'm glad it is now. What do you got for me this time? Rock bottom. Okay, it's at this point in the run, it's fine. But we can no longer get over 25 cents. We can only, it'll all become HP containers. I don't know which mod causes that, but I don't like it. All right, get your speed and your damage up. Here you go. It is Eternal, which sucks, but I think we'll be okay. Get in there. There you go. We're not actually shredding this fight. It's going to be a tough one, it looks like. We're not... well, we're shredding these guys, but the actual Mega Satan, I mean, he's not going down as fast as I assumed he would. In my naivete. Go for this guy first. I hate eternal death. I hate war as well, in real life. That's a creep I cannot step on right there. Good. Oh, no, we actually do melt. It was just bad spacing last time, I think. Okay, you gotta go, like, immediately, dude. I hate you. No hits. Into the fucking lion's den. Here I come. Good. Nice. That was huge. You gotta go as well, because, yeah, you are faster than I am. We lost 3 damage there. All right. Goodbye, purity bonus. Oh, fuck me. I am not in a good place right now. And I can't leave this place really either. There we go. Can someone just die? I don't want to deal with 4 of you right now. Virgo, thank you. Jesus Christ, man. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That gives a really big stat boost till we get hit next. It's purity for every stat. That's real nice. Okay. Stand to his left in case he beams. Kill the hand if you can. You can get even closer to this beautiful bastard. Good. The hand's down. And the head is too. All right. We're going to win against this guy. I don't know about Delirium, though we don't shred the final bosses, especially Eternal bosses with their insane scaling too well. I'm going to stand and just eat it and hope for Virgo. That's my new game plan. Unless the soul just, like, saves me here. And the soul's doing some work, it looks like. We aren't taking any damage being this close to him. Wow. That was, I guess because he's slow, the tears don't really have the chance to hit me, huh? That was a lot better than I thought it would be. Portal or no portal? Portal or no portal is the question. No portal. Well, either way, if you guys enjoyed that run, a like and a comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. In the meantime, though, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.